Hey everybody, Colton R here. Welcome back to more Madden NFL 2002. In the last episode, we defeated the Cincinnati Bengals in Cincinnati by not a lot. Yeah, it was pretty bad out there. And before we move on, I forgot to check the updated standings for everything, so right now in the AFC East, Colts still leading the AFC East with the Patriots right behind them. Right now the Ravens are leading the AFC Central with the Jaguars and of course the Browns right behind. In the AFC West, the Chargers still holding on to the AFC West. In the NFC East, still a two-way tie for first between the Redskins and the Giants. And then you got the Buccaneers still leading the NFC Central. And you got the Falcons and the Rams currently tied for the NFC West. As we look at the AFC standings right now, Browns are still in 6th and still have a playoff position. So that's good. So, yeah. And the Colts are a AFC East team, I think. Same as the Patriots. And then the Chargers are in the AFC West. So, if everything just stays normal, then the Browns can definitely clinch a spot in the wild card. They won't get a first round bye, which I don't think we will. But hey, at least we'll get a wild card spot in the playoff. Possibly, if we do good, especially against the Ravens. So let's play the Ravens. All right, let's get in the game.
Hello everyone, James Brown here. Today's regular season
There's good old Cleveland Browns
the Browns
Stadium.
And the Ravens. Both teams seem ready to
the Ravens
go,
have
so
everything better than us except for a good offensive
welcome to
line.
Cleveland, Ohio, home of the Cleveland Browns. The fans are ready.
So it looks like the Ravens might have a chance against us.
Everyone's been waiting for this one. The better prepared team is going to come away with this victory.
There's Quincy Morgan. And there's head coach Butch Davis. And the Ravens select heads. And they won the toss and they will receive. Okay, so that means we're going to get the ball in the second half. Cool.
The teams have taken the field and are ready for today's first kickoff.
It is time to play some football. It's a big old rivalry game. Ravens-Browns.
Dawson gets it off. They'll start this drive from the 27. Leslie, is there an update?
Pat, I caught up with the head coach to get his pregame thoughts, and he told me that this week was filled with distractions for his players, but he felt that they'd overcome them. They had a solid week of practice. It will be interesting to see if it affects them on the field. Pat?
Oh, it's a fumble.
That was Leslie Visser.
It's recovered by the
sideline.
by the Ravens, and it's
makes the stop at the 17.
a loss of 10 yards. Oof. Man, that was a pretty good play. We forced the Ravens to fumble, and now they're back deep in their own territory, behind the 20-yard line. Throws. Oh, we almost intercepted.
He tipped that pass.
Whoop. And they're lucky that one fell incomplete. A lot of these tips get gobbled up by the defense.
All right, 3rd and 20 here for the Ravens. High snap.
Back to throw.
Throws to nobody.
Taylor, the intended target. He overthrows
That
his
will
intended
be a
receiver.
3 and out.
It almost looked like he might have been trying to throw it to someone else.
So good
The
news for our
Ravens will
defense.
punt it here.
Hopefully it's good news for our offense, and hopefully we don't suck. And Kevin Johnson will return this and didn't get that much. Alright, we're going to try and run the football here. 1st and 10.
4-man front this time. Couch hands it off. Lewis with the takedown at the 46. Lewis had quite a season in 2000.
He was named Defensive Player of the Year in 2000 and Super Bowl 35 MVP. He also led the Ravens with 137 tackles. I'd call that a pretty good year.
He's looking to throw.
Throw it deep to Johnson, and it's incomplete.
Johnson, the intended receiver.
Double team.
Couch tries to force that one in there.
And it's almost better to take the sack there because you don't want that pass to get picked off.
Third and 9. He's looking to throw.
Tried to throw and I fumbled, and Ravens are going to take this back for a touchdown.
Nice recovery by the defense on that fumble.
Oh boy, oh boy, oh boy.
The kick is up, and the extra point is good. The Ravens go up by a touchdown. Stover gets it off.
And here we go again. And try and break some tackles, and
They weren't able to bring him down.
You got to wrap these guys
oh
up. That
boy!
was just
All right,
poor
we got to
tackling by the
figure out
defender
something
there.
here.
First and 10. Couch steps back.
With a deep ball to Johnson, incomplete.
Johnson was the intended target. He didn't get it to him.
There was no way he was going to get to that one.
Ball on their own 19.
Okay, that was not what I was
Dudley, the
supposed to
intended
do.
receiver. Lots of
Trying to-
pressure, but he
was
gets
trying
it
to
away.
call for the
He
ball.
really had to rush that throw.
And then
That was a situation where the
apparently
defensive line made the job
It
easy
said I
for
was
the
still
defensive
pressing the
back.
X button, and I wasn't. Just trying to
Third
throw
and
the
10.
freaking ball to somebody else, but no. That's just a waste of a down.
Back to pass. Couch with the pass.
And incomplete again.
Johnson, the intended receiver.
Oh boy.
That was a bullet.
Yep, this
It
is
had too
not
much
gonna.
pop.
This is not
The
gonna be a good
Browns
game
will
for
punt
us.
it here. Lewis felt the defense bearing down on him there.
He did the right thing, concentrated and caught the ball.
Gerback with 3 wide receivers. He's looking to throw with the throw. Ismail with the reception. A great play by Quadre Ismail.
He's a fast receiver that can break down any defender who's playing bump and run coverage on him. If he does that, then it's usually going to lead to a touchdown.
Ball on the 35-yard line. Lewis on the run.
Wow.
Jamal Lewis is running the ball well today.
He runs hard, his legs are always moving, and he always falls forward. You never see this guy get tackled for a loss.
Gerback sets up. Fakes the handoff with the pass.
And intercepted by McCutcheon. Let's take it back. Take it back. Come on, take it back. Oh.
McCutcheon was right there to make the play.
This defender was really ready for that one. As soon as the quarterback put it up, he was wishing that he had it back.
All right, we stopped the Ravens from scoring. Yes. Yes. And now we have a chance to score on our own.
The Ravens with a 4-man front. Couch
Throw it
back
to
to pass.
Morgan, but I couldn't.
They were
get it
able
off
to
of
get
him.
to the quarterback. Michael
I'm
McCrary
sacked
made
again.
that play happen.
He's a relentless
Whoop-de
pass
frickin'
rusher.
do.
Really quick off the ball.
Ball on their own 12. Looking to throw it. With the pass.
And
Morgan was the
Of
intended
course.
target. Overthrown.
There was no way he was going to get to that one.
Ball on their own 12. Couch drops back with the
Throwing it
throw.
to Johnson, and he got it.
McAllister with the takedown at the 48. The ball is right at midfield. Quick drop.
Oh, Morgan is
Over
wide
to the
open, and he got it.
Morgan with the reception. What about Tim Couch, John?
In college, he shattered nearly all of his school's passing records. Now that he's in the NFL, he'll probably own some NFL records before his career is over.
All right, we're gonna
So
get our
it's first and
fullback
goal.
the chance to run it in.
Ball on
And
the
off to
3-yard line.
Sellers.
Couch
Touchdown.
Touchdown, Cleveland. He
There
just
we
made
go.
it past the goal line.
It sure was. His lineman created a little push, and the back just slammed right in there and got past the goal line.
Got the fullback to score the
It's
touchdown,
gonna
and
be
now
reviewed. A challenge.
challenging
And
the
they might
spot
get
of the
this call
ball.
reversed.
Really? I don't know. I think it's gonna stand. You need indisputable evidence. I think it's gonna stand.
The ruling on the field has been overturned. No timeout will be charged to the defense.
That was good use of their challenge.
If you don't use them, they go to waste.
Are you freaking kidding me? They overturned it. Oh my Jesus. Clowns. The referees are look, it's right there. It's right on the goal line. You freaking clowns. The referees are clowns.
Looking to turn
There's the
upfield.
touchdown now, you
Touchdown,
freaking clowns. God dang it, I hate
Touchdown
clowns.
there, John.
Yep, he just lowered his shoulders and got the short yardage that they needed.
Oh, you're not going to review it again? No? No? You don't want to review it? You don't want to review it, refs? Come on, I know you want to review it, you clowns. Frickin' referees. Think they know the rules.
And the extra point.
They don't. A 0-yard run. But according to them, I was short like 1 yard. But no. No, 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 no. These referees, they suck. They suck the most.
Dawson gets it off.
All right, it's a tie football game here. Let's see if the refs will bail out of Baltimore.
Back to pass. Out over to the right.
And it's incomplete.
Sharp couldn't hang on.
I think he just took his eyes off that one.
2nd and 10. Gerback drops back to throw.
And he's sacked.
Reaches the quarterback and hauls him down. How did that guy get in there, John?
That guy just showed some great natural ability. He was able to move with the snap and then just sliced in there to drop the quarterback.
Nickel back in this time.
Ooh, high snap.
Gerback drops back to throw.
Oh, almost picked off.
He dropped it.
Any more of those and he might find
You
himself
know what?
riding the bench.
It's a 3 and out.
The Ravens will punt it here.
Couldn't really do anything on that return.
Ball at midfield.
So this will be the final play of the quarter. Johnson wide open, and he's got it, and he's gonna almost score a touchdown to end the quarter.
The 3. What about Kevin
And
Johnson, John?
He's a
score here
receiver
is
that can just plain
7-7.
outrun defenders with his speed.
Ball on the 3-yard line.
Hand it off to Redden. There's a penalty already.
Lewis makes the
And
stop
of
at the
course,
2.
holding on Wallabaugh.
Holding offense. Loss of 10 yards.
Instead of helping us out, you're just killing us,
And
man.
execute properly out there.
Like seriously, you had to
They'll find it much
hold.
harder to overcome the other team.
Like
and get
why?
away.
Why did you have to hold on to the frickin' defender? Why?
Couch
Makes
gets
absolutely
set.
no
He's
sense
looking to
whatsoever.
throw.
And I'm sacked again because you can't cover me, so you still suck. Jesus.
Second and goal. Drops back to throw.
Dawson's
With the
wide
throw.
open.
Caught. Woodson
Almost a first
makes the
down.
stop at the 2.
It's 3rd and goal. And give
2
it to our
yards to the goal
fullback.
line.
If we hold on the 1-yard line again, I'm going to be mad.
Here's the
There we
blitz.
go, touchdown.
Touchdown, Brown.
And we didn't hold. Good job, guys. Good job.
In that type of situation.
He just kept his legs churning and moving on that one. Nobody was going to keep him from scoring.
He gets it off. The point after is good. They're up by a touchdown now. Dawson gets it off.
Oh my God, really, guys? Come on.
This is a very serious
That dude could have
contest between two evenly
taken that
matched
all the way
opponents.
back
This
for a
game's been like a
touchdown.
boxing match, a big punch and a
But luckily, it
counter
did not
punch by the
happen.
other team.
Thankfully.
I don't know about you, but I'm on the edge of my seat.
Ball on their own 39. First and 10. Johnson comes in motion. Drops back to throw with the pass. He didn't get it to his man.
There was no way he was going to get to that one.
Second and 10. It's a blitz. Lewis gets the carry. Passing situation here. Only one man back. Durback drops back to throw. Sanders pulls him down at the 45.
He made the reception short of the first down marker.
When it's third down, you need to make sure that you move the ball past the marker somehow. You got to think that anything less is a bad play or bad execution.
Oh, great. This is not going to turn out well. Ooh. Oop. Oh, actually, oh. I could do something on that return, but I guess not.
Couch sets up. Drops back to throw.
Oh, and I'm getting sacked.
Boulware pulls him down at the 7. What makes Boulware so good, John?
His ability to pass rush and get to the quarterback quickly makes him a valuable member to any defense.
The Browns up by 7. Couch to throw it. Throws left.
And there's a catch.
McAllister stops him at the 38. Almost at the 2-minute mark now.
All right,
The
I'm
Browns
going
up
to
by
chop
7.
down some of this clock. All right, here
Couch
we go.
drops back.
And I
Got the
fumble it?
quarterback. Jackson
What?
with the tackle at the 35.
I don't know how that was a fumble, but that was some BS right there. Excuse me.
Ball on their own
Oh,
35.
excuse me for yawning. I'm very tired for some reason.
The Browns up
Right.
by 7. Quick
Throwing it
drop
to Johnson.
with the pass.
And it's incomplete.
Johnson drops it.
There's really no excuse for that. You just have to catch those balls.
Ball on their own 35. The Browns up by 7. Couch back to
Oh,
pass.
I'm getting sacked again.
Adams brings him down at the 24.
Ravens will call it
Let's hear what they got to the
timeout.
quarterback on this one.
The defender locked in on him like he was a missile. He just zeroed in and dragged him down to the turf.
The Browns will punt it here.
And fair catch by the Ravens.
Lewis felt the defense bearing down on him there.
He did the right thing, concentrated and caught the ball.
1st and 10. Looking to throw it. Gerback throws right. Sharp with the reception.
The receiver showed excellent body control bringing that pass in.
A few more like that, and this guy's going to have a career day.
Ball on their own 41. Nickel back in this time. Miller makes the stop at the 49.
Offsides? What?
There's a flag on the play.
We were not offsides.
Offside. Defense.
At least what I could see
The
from.
team with the most discipline is
There's
the
no
team that
way.
doesn't commit stupid penalties. And they're the team that usually executes
Unfreaking
better.
That's freaking BS, man.
1st and 10. The Ravens line up with 3 wide receivers. Looking to throw it with the throw. Taylor with the reception. Gerback guns it out to his receiver.
Not only can this guy make all the throws, he also rarely makes a bad decision out there.
The Ravens down by 1 touchdown. Back to throw. With the throw. Ismail with the reception. Ball on the 35-yard line. Gerback drops back to throw. Taylor with the reception. McCutcheon with the takedown at the 1. Gerback puts some air under that pass.
The quarterback knew that he didn't have to force that one in there. He just put it up and hoped that one of his receivers would run underneath it and make the catch.
The rush is on. With the throw.
And touchdown.
Touchdown Ravens.
He gets that short pass into the end zone for the touchdown on that one.
Yeah, that route was all about timing between the quarterback and his receiver. That guy knew exactly when the pass was going to get there. He turned around and boom, the pass was right on the money.
And the extra point is
Oh,
good.
you gotta be kidding me. Running into the kicker, of course.
Personal foul. Number 7. Defense.
The kicker, when he has his leg in the air, is one of the most vulnerable players on the field, and they have to protect him.
He gets it off. Not much on that return.
Nope, they had him fumbling and bumbling all around before the 20, and that return was over before it ever got anywhere.
1st and 10. Couch drops back.
I tried to throw it, but I didn't get it in time.
Inside their own 20.
I should have used a timeout, but I didn't.
Quick drop. Out over to the
Throw it
left.
to Johnson and
Knocked down. He squeezed his hand in there and batted that one down.
You know, he did what you taught to do. That's take away the ability for the receiver to catch the ball. He can't catch it when you knock it down.
He's looking to throw.
And fumbled in the end zone, touchdown.
The Browns turn it over right before.
Oh dear God!
Kill any momentum they want to
This
take with
offensive
them in the
line
locker
sucks.
room.
It sucks. It sucks. It sucks. It sucks. Oh boy, I'm about to have a meltdown. I'm about to have a serious meltdown.
The extra point attempt is good. They're up by a touchdown now.
Oh, can't do anything worth crap. Ow, my wrist hurts now. Gosh darn it. I think I cracked it. Darn it. Ugh, cracked my freaking wrist.
Stover
Of
gets it
course,
off.
I'd crack my wrist.
The Browns take over on the 30.
Alright, well, it's clearly screwed. I might as well just throw a bunch of Hail Marys
First and 10.
and see if I can throw to my wide receiver. Or I'll just fumble the ball again and just mess it all up.
He's looking to throw. Couch with the throw.
Oh, wow, we caught a Hail
Johnson
Mary.
with the
All right,
reception.
timeout.
Nice play by Johnson.
Need a
Yeah,
big
nice
timeout
effort
here.
on that play. You know, if he put that kind of effort in on every play, he'd be setting all sorts of records.
Because we're going to go Hail Mary this again. And if we don't, we'll just take the easy points by kicking a field goal.
Couch sets up. Back to throw.
And I've been
McCrary
sacked
got the
again.
quarterback. McCrary really looked sharp today.
Yeah, he's looking like he could have a career
Now,
day
field
today.
goal. Now I'm out of field goal range. Because I got sacked. There's nothing I can do about it. So you know what? Might as well go for another Hail
Ball on the
Mary and see if I
46-yard
can
line.
catch it. If not, I suck.
The Browns down by one touchdown.
Gonna throw it deep
Couch
to
with
Morgan.
the pass.
He caught it. Oh, no, he didn't catch it. God dang
That was
it.
a monster hit, John.
That's what football's all about. This guy takes it personally out there. He's not going to let you come into his territory without letting you know who's boss.
That's the end
It's
of the second quarter with the
21-14
score.
Ravens.
Baltimore 21,
Great.
Cleveland 14. Let's get back to the play on the field.
And we get the ball to start the
Welcome
second
back as
half.
we get
so
the second
what
half
the
underway.
frickin' do? Get ready for 10 more minutes of me looking like a complete fool here. Because that's what it is, folks.
He gets it off.
Me acting like a complete fool.
The Browns start the drive from the 36. The Browns down by one touchdown with the
Throw
pass
it to Morgan. And
Right
incomplete.
through his hands there.
There's really no excuse for that. You just have to catch those balls.
For once, I just want to lead the Ravens. But it seems I can't.
The Browns down by one touchdown. The rush is on with the pass. Morgan, the intended target. Couch didn't get it to his man.
Yeah, that one had too much mustard on it. Either that or he released it at the wrong point.
Tim Couch for the season, 54 for 148, 8 touchdowns, 3 interceptions.
3rd and 10. He's looking to throw. Out over to the right. That drop brings up 4th down.
The only thing worse than dropping a pass is dropping a pass that brings up
And
a
now we
fourth
have
down.
to punt.
Gardaki.
Oh boy.
Lewis felt the defense bearing down on him there.
He did the right thing. Concentrated and caught the ball.
Ball on their own 15. Three-man front this time. Looking to turn it upfield. Miller with the tackle at the 21. Ball on their own 21. Lewis, the lone setback. The rush is on. Rainier pulls him down at the 22. They need 3. The Ravens use motion. On the run. Smith pulls him
All right, we
down
held
to
them.
23.
When they sat down and discussed the running game this week, I'm sure they never thought it would go this well.
Richardson will punt it away.
this is a good return.
Johnson
good return.
can smell the end zone.
Sometimes as a
Just
coverage
need to
team, it's
figure out
easy to
a good
over-pursue. And if you do that, you end up running right by the guy you're supposed to be tackling.
They're just about in field goal range. The Browns down by 1 touchdown. Couch steps back, throws left. Johnson was the intended target. That was a zinger.
You've obviously got a cannon for an arm, but sometimes on the shorter passes, you have to know when to put some touch on it.
2nd and 10. Back to throw. Couch scrambles out of the pocket.
Deep to Quincy
with the
Morgan,
throw.
incomplete.
Morgan was the intended receiver. He overthrows it.
He's got to be careful with throws like that. There's a good chance of hurting his receiver or throwing a pick.
So we're in a passing situation. Couch from the shotgun. Back to pass. With the pass.
Trying to throw to Dawson.
Morgan, the intended target.
That's a
Couch
waste.
and defenders closing in on him there.
And that's a
You
right
know what? Let's
decision
try
in that
for a
case.
field goal.
Get rid of the ball and
It
take the
can't be that
incomplete.
bad.
Dawson out to try the field goal.
Definitely on the field goal range side here. That's good.
He gets the long
field goal.
attempt away.
And it's not.
He
Frick!
shanked that kid.
If you watch him here, it doesn't look like he was ever comfortable
all
on that
my
attempt.
power into it.
And that led to the miss.
And still short.
Ball on their own 44.
Playing as the Browns is becoming a bit stressful here. Like, seriously, you're trying to think of a good play to, run, but ends up
Here's the blitz.
sadness.
Rudd with the takedown at the 44.
Just ends up in
He's
sadness.
really not gotten it going
do
on the
anything
ground
about it.
today.
Ball on their own 44. The Browns with a 3-man front. With the carry.
And that's a tackle for a
Smith
loss.
stops the play in the
Nice.
backfield.
The running game's not been a factor all day.
So we're in a passing situation. They're blitzing. Gerback with the throw.
Wow, there goes
Caught.
Sharp. And we couldn't tackle him. But now we tackle him.
Ellsworth stops him at the 10. Shannon Sharp came up with a nice catch there.
This guy's won the big one several times in his career. He's showing you why today.
Let's see how he was able to break free of the tackle on this play.
This guy got the ball often.
Of course,
The
of
defense has got
course.
to be in better position the next time the ball goes to him.
The Ravens use motion. Lewis gets the carry. Miller with the takedown at the 7.
There we go. That's a sack.
Jameer Miller seemed to know where that play was going.
This guy can really make an impact on any given game. When he's on his game, the offense should definitely account for him in the field.
Gerback under the center. Back to throw. With the pass.
Incomplete.
Ismail, the intended target.
That pass ran away from him.
That pass was clearly
It
overthrown.
looks like
The offense
the
can't
Ravens
get
will
it
go
done.
for a
When
field
the
goal.
offense moves down toward the
Make it
goal line,
24-14.
it gives the defense a chance to tighten up and play tighter coverage.
He gets it off.
And yep, it's good.
And that one sails perfectly through the
So
upright. The Ravens
my
made a
memory is
two-score
correct.
game.
There's no chance of me coming back because I'm literally trying my best here, but it's not doing so well.
crossed over. Gets it off.
All right, here's Morgan. Ooh, got some blocks.
Cleveland down by 2 scores. Ball on their own 29. Couch to throw it.
Throwing it to Johnson, deep, incomplete.
Johnson, the intended target. He put a little too much on that one.
It almost looked like he might have been trying to throw it to someone else.
Quick drop. With the
Throwing
pass.
it to Morgan.
He
Incomplete.
throws it into coverage. And when you talk about forcing the pass or forcing the ball in there, that's the kind of play you're talking about. I think this defense looks forward to these third down situations because they've been stopping them today.
Steps back.
And I'm getting sacked.
Prairie stops him at the 16.
Well, it's 4th down. Might as well punt.
Gardaki will punt it away. Ball on their own 38. Four linebackers this time. Blitz is on, and he gets the toss. Ball on their own 36.
And that's the end of the third
So we
quarter.
reach the end of the third quarter.
One
with the
more
Baltimore
quarter
Ravens
to
ahead of
go.
the Cleveland
What
Browns.
the frickin' do?
24-14. The teams are set for the
I
fourth
really
quarter
don't care
of
at
play.
this point.
Ball on
Because
their
there's
own
no
36.
shot at me winning. Why? Because I'm the Cleveland Browns. There's no comebacks here.
Using motion. Fakes the handoff. Throws right. And he's got his man. Smith with the tackle at the 44. The offense has spun it out on third down all game long. Drops back to throw. Passes left.
The quarterback got it there.
Yeah, and the receiver dropped it. He was either thinking about the hit that was coming or the run after the pass. But you have to think about the catch first.
All right, 4th and 3. Now it's time for us to have the ball again. And couldn't get anything.
Johnson had a nice return on that punt.
And no matter how good a punt is, it doesn't mean anything if your team can't stop the return.
Ball on their own 23. Couch steps back. Out over to the right.
There we
And
go.
He's got his man. Trapped with the takedown.
What a
at the
catch.
19. Tim Couch tossed that one in there for the completion.
He's got all the skills needed to be a top-rated quarterback in the NFL.
Ball on the 19-yard line. Couch sets up. Looking to throw it. Passes left. Batted down. It was a good shot, but it falls incomplete.
He's obviously got a cannon for an arm, but sometimes on the shorter passes, you have to know when to put some touch on them.
Drops back to throw. Throws left. Johnson, the intended target.
Oh, boy.
Couch
Threw into pretty heavy coverage there.
He's really pushing his luck with a pass like that.
Ball on the
3rd and
19-yard
10
line.
here. Don't think I'm going to get the freaking first down or a touchdown here. Because, yep, I threw it to the wrong player, and it's incomplete. What a frickin'
I'm
shot.
not surprised that pass went incomplete.
But you know what? I ain't
don't
going
think
to
he
take
could even see
easy
past
points.
that
I'm going to
big old
go for
defensive
it.
lineman rushing
Screw
him.
it. Just screw it.
Ball on the 19-yard
We're
line.
going to go for it. Because why not? We're only going to lose anyway.
Looking to throw it. With the throw.
Wouldn't you know
the
it?
intended receiver.
I
The
turned it over
offense
on
can't get
downs.
it done.
When the offense moves down toward the goal line, it gives the
Having
defense
a
a chance
fun
to tighten
time
up and
here.
play tighter coverage.
First and 10. Gerback out over to the left. Ismail was the intended receiver. Gerback led him too far there.
Yeah, that one had too much mustard on it. Either that or he released it at the wrong point.
Second and 10. Here's the blitz. Looking for room. McKenzie breaks the play up in the backfield. Ball on their own 19. Gerback sets up. He gets the carry. Renier with the tackle at the 21.
Wow.
The Ravens will punt it here.
We stopped them on fourth down. Okay. Third down. Okay. Alright, well, we'll get the ball back, but we won't be doing anything well with the ball. And look, they're cutting down the clock. Yep. That's a sign saying we lost.
Johnson had no room to escape there.
Nope, the coverage team had him wrapped up before he could do anything with it.
First and 10. Couch sets up. Drops back to throw. With the throw.
Oh my goodness, that's a catch, and it's a touchdown!
Touchdown.
Whoa!
That guy just put the ball
So
up
does
there,
this mean
and the
we actually
receiver
have
ran
a
it all the way
chance?
for the score.
Does this mean we actually have a
that guy cleared
chance?
the room and showed good body control to maintain control.
Gonna
of
go
that
for the extra point here. With 2:32 left and all of our timeouts. It looks like we may have a chance, but again, this is the Cleveland Browns. Those hopes will go down very, 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 very soon.
The momentum could be shifting. He gets it off. He downs it in the end zone.
All right, first and 10 for the Ravens here.
The Ravens up by 3. They may have taken too much time in the huddle. Lewis gets the carry.
Second and 11 for the Ravens. They lost a yard on that play.
Gerback gets set.
In the previous play.
The Ravens use motion.
Looks like they're going to motion. So it looks like it's going to be a pass play. Nope, they're going to take us to the 2-minute warning. So it seems they're becoming a bit tired.
Second and 10.
This game to end quickly.
Two minutes left.
Motion, but
gets the carry.
Did not get fooled. We're gonna let the clock run down.
Third
Yeah,
and 10.
I know they're gonna let the. I know these guys are gonna let the clock run down, but that's fine. We'll play that game. I've got all my timeouts.
Through the middle.
There we go.
Stops him at the 22.
Even if your running game isn't over effective, running
got
consistently
two
with your
timeouts to
big
work
guys
with.
will tire out the defense because they're always taking hits and getting banged up.
Trying to get every yard I could.
Johnson had no room
before
to
getting
escape
knocked out of
there.
bounds.
Nothing happened on that return.
Now we go with Hail Mary. It's been
First
working,
and 10.
working for us, so let's see if it'll work for us here.
A little over a minute. Couch drops
Gonna
back.
throw deep
with
to
the throw.
Johnson. And he's got it!
The pass is complete. Johnson showed
Inside the
excellent body
15.
control bringing that pass in.
The defense could never let up out there. This guy could make some incredible catches.
I think we're going to
Ball
run
on
with
the
our
11-yard
fullback here.
line. The Ravens with a four-man front. Number 45 gets the carry. He tucks it away.
There's a penalty, and it'll stop the clock.
With the takedown at the
And,
5.
of course, holding. Nice job, guys.
Holding number 71.
We're given chances to win football games, but when you want to mess around and hold people,
The offense practices that play every day. Obviously, that guy needed to show more discipline than that out there.
but we can kick a field goal to take this to overtime if we want to.
Drops back.
Oh, but there's Johnson wide open, and that's a touchdown! Oh, yeah, that's a touchdown!
He caught the pass for the touchdown.
He outplayed the defender for the ball on that play. The guy with the best position.
If I delayed it
usually will
one
come up
more
with it.
second, I would have been sacked. But thankfully, I was able to see Kevin Johnson and throw it in for a touchdown. With 22 seconds left. Holy crap. This is amazing. Kick is up,
gets it
and
off.
it is good.
And the extra point is
So the
good.
Ravens,
They haven't had much trouble
they have to
scoring
kick.
today.
Well, they don't have. Well, actually, they can't kick a field goal. They have to go for the touchdown. They cannot win with a field goal. Field goal does them no good. They have to go a touchdown. Or they have to get a touchdown. So here we go. 22 seconds left in this game.
He gets it off.
And they're going to have to take it out. So that's going to cut into their time. 19 seconds.
Well, you want to
19
score here,
seconds
but remember, there's still time in the
to
clock.
go 77 yards for a touchdown.
Ball on their own 23.
First and 10 for the Ravens. Dropping back
to
the
throw.
pass.
Goes
Looks
to the middle.
for the receiver. Incomplete.
He couldn't have thrown that pass any harder.
He's obviously got
15
a cannon
seconds
for an
now.
arm, but sometimes on the shorter passes, you have to know when to put some touch on it.
Second and 10.
Second and 10. 15 seconds left in the game.
Quick drop.
Drops back to pass.
Out over to the
Throws
left.
incomplete overthrown.
Ismail was the intended receiver.
Third and 10
He led
with
him
11
too far
seconds to
there.
go.
I wonder if that one slipped out of his hand. It was clearly off target.
Passing situation here. Ball on their own
Back to
23.
pass again.
Gerback drops back.
And it's
Throws right.
incomplete.
Johnson drops it.
Yeah, if you
Fourth
drop those third down passes,
and
you're
10
gonna have a lonely
with 7
flight home.
seconds left. Let's see. They got all their
Let's return to
timeouts
the field
left.
and see what will happen next.
They need a first down and a big play
Get
here.
set.
They want to keep this game going. See if they can try and win it here.
Steps back.
Dropping back to pass,
Passes
looking,
right.
throws, incomplete!
The intended receiver.
And that's going to be it. That's going to be the game. Browns are going to win. The Browns are going to win.
Rhett in the backfield. He gets the
Handing it
carry.
off to Rhett. And Rhett, that was going to rub it in with a touchdown. But that's fine.
That'll wrap this one
And that's
up,
the end of the game.
final score is Cleveland
Browns
28,
defeat
Baltimore
the AFC
24.
Central leading
On
Ravens.
behalf of EA Sports,
28-24.
John Madden, James Brown, and Leslie Visser.
Holy
This is
crap, I
Tom
can't believe
Summerall
I just
saying
won that
goodbye and
game.
inviting
I
you to join
cannot
us
believe I did.
in our
Holy
next
frick
presentation of
balls,
Madden
dude.
NFL 2002.
New record. Baltimore Ravens, most sacks. I got sacked 10 times that game and still won. Sacked 10 times. And I still won the football game. Holy crap. That was amazing. Alright, so I end up with 290 yards total offense. 304 yards passing, 2 for 10 on third down conversions, 0 for 1 on fourth down conversions, 4 for 26 on penalties. Tim Couch, 383 yards, 2 touchdowns. Eric Corrett, 13 yards rushing, 2 attempts. Mike Sellers, 4 yards rushing, 2 touchdowns, 4 attempts. And Tim Couch, minus 31 yards rushing. But that's because he was getting sacked. Kevin Johnson, 6 receptions, 214 yards, 1 touchdown. Quincy Morgan, 3 receptions, 153 yards, 1 touchdown. Jawan Dawson, 1 reception, 16 yards. So, yeah. Not bad. Excuse me. Alright, so next week for the Browns, they got a bye week, so cool. So we're going to simulate that week and check out the awards and stats for last week, for week 8, if I can switch the week. So here's week 7 players of the week. Vinny Testaverde is the NFL Offensive Player of the Week, and some guy named Bikert is the Defensive Player of the Week for the NFL. And same for the AFC. Brett Favre, Offensive Player of the Week for the NFC. And Schultz, Defensive Player of the Week for the NFC. Excuse me. Right now, let's look at the standings. Colts leading the AFC East. Jaguars in the lead for the AFC Central, with us right behind them. Chargers leading the AFC West. NFC East, Redskins leading. Wait, did I say NFC West? I meant NFC East. NFC East. NFC Central, Buccaneers leading that. Falcons and the Rams still tied for the NFC West. So yeah, Central Division is going to be a bit competitive between us, the Jaguars, and the Ravens. But right now the AFC standings are as is. Colts first, Jaguars third, Chargers third. We're fourth. Excuse me. Oh man, I don't know why I'm yawning. Ravens fifth, Patriots sixth. And that's that for week 7. Well, for the week 8 playoff picture. But since we don't have a excuse me, a game this week, we're going to simulate it. Simulate week 8. And now we're at week 9. So, let's go to the awards. And really, week 8 does not have a Players of the Week? Wow. Week 8, no Players of the Week. Pretty crazy. I'm sorry, are we not on week 8? Oh, I think I hit simulate game and not simulate week. There we go. Now we should be on week 9. So week 8. Week 8's Players of the Week for the NFL is a halfback for the New York Jets. And Defensive Player of the Week for the NFL is Gilden from Pittsburgh, who are both AFC Offensive and Defensive Players of the Week. And then Offensive Players of the Week for the NFC, Donovan McNabb. And Defensive Player of the Week for the NFC is Porcher. Alright. Whoops. Forgot to view some Pro Bowl. So here are the quarterbacks right now in the Pro Bowl. Brian Greasy. Well, technically all the players are the Pro Bowl. For the AFC, Brian Greasy, Peyton Manning, Mark Brunell, Jamal Lewis, Terrell Davis, Fred Taylor, Mark Edwards, Rob Conrad, Rod Smith, Terry Glenn, former Ohio State Buckeye, Tim Brown, Kevin Johnson. Oh yeah, Kevin Johnson. Definitely. Nice. Keenan McCardle, Troy Brown, Tony Gonzalez, Shannon Sharp, Ken Dilger, Jonathan Ogden, Tony Boselli, Adam Meadows, Lincoln Kennedy, Will Shields, Bruce Matthews, Reuben Brown, Dan Neal, Tom Nalen, Kevin Mawe, Michael McCrary, Leon Lett, Sean Ellis, Kimo V. Oelofen, sorry if I screwed up your last name, Sam Adams, Daryl Russell, Gary Walker, Junior Seau, Peter Boulware, Mike Peterson, Sam Cowart, Zach Thomas, Ray Lewis, Ray Mickens, Aaron Beasley, Marcus Coleman, Dalen McCutcheon from the Cleveland Browns, Anthony Dorsett, Rod Woodson, Lawyer Milroy, Rodney Harrison, Wade Ritchie, Tom Tupa, Deltha O'Neill, Derek Mason. I believe Tom Tupa, he used to be an Ohio State quarterback, but then he turned into a punter. Good for Tom Tupa. Good for Tom. And right now here are currently the Pro Bowlers for the NFC. Kurt Warner, Dante Culpepper, Brad Johnson, Stephen Davis, Marshall Faulk, Chris Carter, former Ohio State Buckeye. Yeah, Chris Carter. Terrell Owens, Keyshawn Johnson, Randy Moss, David Terrell, Steven Alexander, Orlando Pace. Oh, he's on the injured reserve? Darn. Larry Allen, Randall McDaniel, Michael Strahan, the Hall of Famer. Warren Sapp. Right outside linebacker number 57. Wow. Dan Morgan, who's a rookie. Champ Bailey. And there's John Lynch, Leroy Butler. Desmond Howard. The former Michigan Wolverine. He's currently second kick returner for the Pro Bowl for the NFC. Alright, and then the yearly awards. Right now, Marshall Faulk is in the lead for the NFL Most Valuable Player Award. Right behind him is Edgar and James, Junior Seau, Chris Carter, and Stephen Davis. AFC MVP, Edgar and James is leading it. Right behind him is Junior Seau, Peyton Manning, Peter Boulware, Fred Taylor. And for the NFC, Marshall Faulk's leading that. Right behind him is Chris Carter, Stephen Davis, Dante Culpepper, and Derek Brooks. Coach of the Year. Wow, I'm leading? Really? I'm leading Coach of the Year. I'm having Butch Davis lead Coach of the Year. And Marty Schottenheimer's second? Really? Best QB in the NFL. Dante Culpepper's leading that. Marshall Faulk's leading best running back. Excuse me. And obviously, Chris Carter, he's going to lead best wide receiver. He's one of the best wide receivers in the league. And possibly in the world. So yeah, a lot of yearly awards starting to happen. Alright, and after our bye week, we've got the Bears, which we're going to take on in the next episode. But before we end that, let's take a look at the standings right now. So, in the AFC, the Colts are leading the AFC. Right now, we have the number 2 spot. Ravens are 3rd. Chargers are 4th. Jaguars are 5th. And the Broncos are in 6th. So they might have a playoff spot, but technically, that playoff spot will technically go to the Patriots or the Jets because they are in the AFC East, and there's a divisional champ that needs to go. So the Broncos will still be out of the playoffs, even if they're in the top 6, because it's the 3 divisional champs and then 3 wild card spots. Well, technically 3 divisional champs get in, and then 3 at-large teams, I guess. And then you got the Redskins leading the NFC. AFC East standings, Colts leading it by a frick ton. Right now, Browns and the Ravens tied for the AFC Central. AFC West, Chargers leading, but Broncos want some of that AFC West stuff. Well, actually, I take that back. Broncos could get in the playoffs. Because the Colts are part of the East, Chargers in the West, and then you got the Browns, Ravens, and Jaguars in the Central Division. So, yeah. NFC East, Washington leading over the Eagles. NFC Central, Buccaneers leading. But Lions are trying to make a playoff push. And the lead. And the Falcons and Rams are still tied for the NFC West. So yeah, there's a lot of stuff going on in the football world. And right now we're at week 9. So we have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. So after week 9, there's 8 games left and 8 weeks left. And right now we're 6-2, and we're playing a 2-6 Bears team. So basically, the only AFC Central team we haven't played yet is the Titans. So we might have a chance against the Titans. I think we got a good chance against the Bears. So the only teams we have to worry are the Steelers, the Ravens, and the Bengals. And possibly the Patriots and the Jaguars. Not so much the Packers. So if we can get 4 more wins, I'm pretty sure we have our playoff spot locked. Possibly. But only time will tell. Because we're technically halfway through the season, and it's going to be very, very interesting what happens in these next in these next 9 games that we have to play. Well, technically 8 games. So yeah, a lot on the line in these next few games. Next 8 games. So yeah, lots of stuff on the line here. And that is where we will call the episode. So, with that, guys, I'd like to thank you all for watching this brand new episode of Madden NFL 2002. If you enjoyed it, smack a like on it, subscribe if you're new to this channel, check out my other videos I've uploaded to my channel, and I shall see you guys next time for more Madden NFL 2002. So with that, I'll see you guys later.